Hey guys, get some scary facts on the end of the world. Number 10. The heat death of the universe. As terrifying as the name sounds, this is one way that our world could come to an end. Stephen Hawking believed that our universe would eventually reach a heat death. He said that the universe would expand at an accelerating rate, and since there would be no more energy to keep the atoms together, they'd break their bonds and the universe would literally turn into a soup of subatomic particles. Eventually, all movement would cease, and the universe would be in a state of maximum disorder or entropy. All stars would go out, leaving not even a single photon of light. If that doesn't freak you out, I don't know what will. No. 9. The Big Crunch. According to scientists, every 100 billion years or so, the universe goes through something called the Big Crunch. This is when all the matter in the universe literally smashes into each other. The Big Crunch would obliterate galaxies, stars, and planets, and everything in between. All the matter in the universe would collapse in on itself until it reaches a singularity, and then it would happen again and again and again for eternity. While this is a pretty scary thought, I wouldn't worry too much. Scientists believe that this will happen about 10 to the 100 times after this universe is destroyed, so we're pretty safe. No. 8. A super flare. Have you ever seen a solar flare? These massive bursts of energy from the sun can last for days and emit huge amounts of radiation. Now imagine if the sun went supernova. This intense burst of energy would destroy the Earth and all life on it. The good news is that scientists think that this is very unlikely to happen. The bad news is that there's nothing we can do about it if it does happen. Even though this is just speculation, astronomers have observed that this has happened to other stars in our galaxy. One astronomer even went on record to say that it is not a question of if it will happen, but when it will happen. When our sun goes supernova, Earth will be completely obliterated. Number 7. Gamma-ray burst. Gamma-ray bursts are the most energetic explosions in the universe. They occur during the formation of a black hole or the merging of two neutron stars. They release an incredible amount of gamma rays, which are a form of extremely high-energy radiation. If a gamma-ray burst happened near Earth, it would strip away our atmosphere and boil the oceans. In fact, there was a gamma-ray burst about 300 million light-years away from us, 700 million years ago. If it had been aimed at Earth, we would have been history. No. 6. Asteroid impact. You've seen the movies, but an asteroid impact could really end the world. Asteroids are rocky bodies that orbit the Sun. Most of them can be found between Mars and Jupiter. Although asteroids are mostly harmless, sometimes they can collide with Earth. Around 66 million years ago, an asteroid about 6 miles wide slammed into the Earth. It caused such devastation that it led to the extinction of the dinosaurs. But asteroids haven't always been deadly. In 2013, a 20-meter-wide asteroid entered the Earth's atmosphere and exploded over Chelyabinsk. It created a 30-meter-wide and 7-kilometer-long airburst that injured about 1,500 people. While it wasn't the end of the world, it certainly could have been. No. 5. Supervolcano eruption. There are many volcanoes around the world that could erupt and end the world. Mount Vesuvius in Italy, Mount St. Noggins in Japan, and Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines, but none of them hold a candle to Yellowstone. If Yellowstone erupted, it would throw about 1,000 cubic kilometers of ash and pumice into the atmosphere. The eruption would blot out the sun and cause global temperatures to drop by several degrees. Crops would fail, and millions of people would die. No. 4. Magnetic reversal. The Earth has a magnetic field that extends thousands of kilometers into space. It protects us from being bombarded by cosmic rays. But what happens if the magnetic field flips? Well, for starters, our compasses would stop working. But more importantly, we'd be hit by dangerous levels of radiation. The reversal of the magnetic poles would expose us to high levels of cosmic radiation, which could cause cancer and other health problems. It could also disrupt important things like GPS systems and radio communications. While it probably wouldn't end the world, it could certainly cause some serious damage. No. 3. Rising sea levels. The sea level has been rising steadily for decades. If it rises too quickly, it could cause major flooding and displace millions of people. Some islands would be completely underwater, while coastal cities would be inundated. In fact, some scientists believe that the sea level could rise by as much as 2 meters by the year 2100. That's enough to completely change the landscape of our planet. No. 2. It's already happened. Earth has experienced mass extinctions before. 252 million years ago, there was a mass extinction that wiped out 96% of all marine species and 70% of terrestrial vertebrates. It was the largest extinction event in history, and we don't really know what caused it. Other theories range from volcanic eruptions to an asteroid impact. But whatever the cause, it dramatically changed the course of life on Earth. No. 1. Global pandemic. A global pandemic could be the end of the world as we know it. A highly contagious and deadly virus could spread across the globe and wipe out a significant portion of the population. This could cause widespread panic and chaos, leading to the collapse of society as we know it. Vaccines and antibiotics have helped us control diseases in the past, but a new virus could emerge that we're not prepared for. So there you have it. 10 scary ways that the world could end. Which one do you think is most likely? Or do you think that we'll be okay? Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. See you next time.